Welcome. Happy Tuesday, Wednesday, I believe. Oh, cut. We gotta redo that. Welcome to another video. Hope you guys had an awesome weekend, guys. First things first, Champions League draw, round of 16. Teams are set, their matchups are set, and there are some damn good, mouth-watering, exciting. If you're a football fan, soccer fan, you're going to be in for a treat. It's right from the get, round of 16. These are the two matchups that I believe are semi-final type matchups, really, this early on, and they're going to be fun to watch. And the first one's going to be none other than Real Madrid, PSG. What can you say? I think this could basically be a final, right? I think you have the reigning two-time. Well, I think it's 12, but consecutively 2 years in a row, Real Madrid. I think not playing their best football, but maybe sort of peaking right now. I think the winter break might give them something to. They could probably turn around, get some rest, all sorts of that goodness. And then you have PSG, who I thought was the clear-cut favorite from the beginning. I thought the addition of Mbappe, Neymar, that midfield, and then the studs they have in the bench. Sometimes I question or wonder if Di Maria is still in that bench, and if it is, and the fact that he doesn't play as much, and you still have Drexler, and then you have Cavani, and then you have Verratti, you have that solid defense with, although aging, Dani Alves, a get-it-done type of player, Dani Alves. So that is going to be really exciting. I think, you're talking about the two giants, maybe the two favorites, although Real Madrid, maybe just favorite based going off of what they've done in the past few years. But on paper, I think it's still going to be a great match. My Real Madrid fandom in me still thinks that if somehow Zidane can get Modric, Kroos, and Isco fresh going into this matchup, I think they can pull it off, because I think it's going to be one there. I think whoever controls the midfield, if Isco, Modric, and Kroos somehow are tired or maybe playing too many minutes, because they do have this is the heart of their schedule. This is Barcelona coming up, but first they have the Club World Cup, so that's going to take some toll, and then they have El Clásico, and then I think I don't know how long the winter break is, Christmas and that whole thing, 2 weeks maybe, and then they get right back to it, and then in February is when they have the Champions against PSG. So this is the heart of the schedule for them, and if they can go in fresh, and if Gareth Bale, although not hold my breath, can be healthy, I think Real Madrid can pull it off, but I think there's too many variables. It depends also where they're at in La Liga. Are they still going to be putting... they're always going to be fighting till the end, but I think there's a lot of factors. But those three, I think, are key. If they can go in fresh. And, of course, if that defense can stay healthy, right? Varane had an injury. I don't know if that's going to keep him out. Sergio Ramos is serving I think he served his one-game red card suspension, but he's been injured with that broken nose. Hopefully, if they can all stay healthy, Carvajal, Varane, Ramos, and Marcelo, I think it's definitely built. It's definitely the hype. This is two heavyweights going at it in their prime, really. So I think that is the first matchup. And PSG, I think they just do what they've been doing, scoring a bunch of goals. Although they did have a stumble in the French league, but I don't think it's too much for concern. So this is definitely, I think, the main event in the round of 16. Following one, sticking with these Spanish sides, is Chelsea, Barcelona. And I think this is the rubber match. I think when Barcelona had the helps of the refs, because even if you're a Barcelona fan, you know, I can't remember what year, but Chelsea should have gotten a few penalties that game. Piqué had a handball. Can't remember who else had a handball off of Michael Ballack's shot. And that game will forever be remembered as Whiffalona, right? And then Barcelona advances, and then you have, years later, Chelsea finishing off Barcelona at Camp Nou, El Niño Torres scoring, and that was a history with that. So yeah, I think this is almost somewhat of a rubber match. Although I do believe in the years of Ronaldinho they did face off, but in recent memory, Chelsea Barcelona. Like I said, I don't know how Chelsea's doing. I did see that they are in third in the EPL, and of course they're the Premier League defending champions. So, and they always have class, right? They always have great talent. So I don't believe Barcelona's going to take them lightly, of course. And English sides are always dangerous, even if they're at a low. I think they still have the capacity to give you great football, and I think Chelsea will do just that. And then Barcelona, of course, I think they're at the peak, right? They're peaking. They have Dembele, who's starting to train, I believe, and who's, I'm sure, going to be back just in time for that matchup. So yeah, those two matchups are really to die for. Don't die for. But if you're a football fan, you know you're damn excited for that. Another one that's maybe not talked about because it's, you know, being shadowed by the Spanish giants. Tottenham and Juventus, I think, two different styles, but and like they say, styles make fights, right? So I think this is going to be a super exciting one as well. It could be the undercard, the first, the one before the big event. So I think that's definitely an exciting one to watch. Can Juve go to the final again? I think it's tough. I think Tottenham has a lot of offensive firepower, and they've been playing really well in the Champions. So I think that's going to be an intriguing matchup. Sevilla, Man U. I think, although Sevilla is definitely not playing their best, I think they could give Manchester United some trouble, but I don't know if it'll be enough. I think I'm picking Manchester United to come out of that one. Liverpool, Porto. That's another exciting one. English side versus a Porto side that obviously I don't watch a lot of Portuguese football, but they do have the players, right? I know Iker is at Porto. They have a few Mexican soccer players that are playing well. So I think that one's going to be a fun one to watch. Also, Bayern's got Besiktas. I don't want to disrespect the Turkish side, but I'm going to have to go with the Germans here. I think they're well equipped to make a run at the entire thing. Manchester City, Basil. I think Manchester City, with the way they're playing, they could be also a candidate to win. So I'm going to definitely pick Man City there. That is Roma and Shakhtar. I think Roma getting in over Atleti was maybe a surprise to a lot of people. It was sure a surprise to me. I thought Atletico was going to... especially in La Liga, they seemed revamped from previous years. But I guess it wasn't their time. I'm going to pick Roma to come out of that. So I'm going to pick Tottenham, Manchester City. I'm going to go with Porto here in the Porto-Liverpool. I'm going to go Manchester United. I'm going to go Real Madrid because I think Zidane is going to manage the club well. And I'm going to pick Roma. My hatred for Barcelona says Chelsea, pick Chelsea, but my head, my logical thinking says Barcelona is playing well. I just don't see them losing. So I'm going to go Barcelona, and then lastly, I'm going to go Bayern Munich. So yeah, that's going to be my predictions. I would love to hear what you guys think. How did your team fare? Or who you're rooting for? Talk to you guys next time. Hope you guys have an awesome day, guys. Take care. Much love.